Galadriel, the elven co-ruler of Lothlorien alongside her husband Celeborn, shows the Dark Lord Sauron forging the One Ring which he can use to conquer the lands of Middle-earth through his enslavement of the bearers of the Rings of Power. Powerful magical rings given to individuals from the races of elves, dwarves, and men. A last alliance of elves and men is formed to counter Sauron and his forces at the foot of Mount Doom, but Sauron himself appears to kill Elendil, the High King of Arnor and Gondor, and Gil-galad, High King of the Noldor. Just afterward, Elendil's son Isildur grabs his father's broken sword Narsil and slashes at Sauron's hand. The stroke cuts off Sauron's fingers, separating him from the ring and vanquishing his army. However, because Sauron's life is bound in the ring, he is not completely defeated until the ring itself is destroyed. Isildur takes the ring and succumbs to its temptation, refusing to destroy it. But he is later ambushed and killed by orcs, and the ring is lost in the river into which Isildur fell. The ring is found 2,500 years later, and eventually it comes to the creature Gollum, a wretched hobbit-like creature whose mind was poisoned by the ring after bearing it for 500 years, who takes it underground for 5 centuries, giving Gollum unnaturally long life. The ring leaves him, however, and is found by the hobbit Bilbo Baggins, much to the grief of Gollum. Bilbo returns to his home in the Shire with the ring, and the story jumps forward in time 60 years. At his 111th birthday, Bilbo leaves the ring to his nephew and adopted heir Frodo Baggins. The wizard Gandalf investigates the ring, discovers its true nature, and learns that Gollum was captured and brutally tortured by Sauron's orcs, revealing 2 words during his interrogation: Shire and Baggins. Gandalf returns and warns Frodo to leave the Shire. Frodo departs with his friend, Gardener Sam, to Bree, with plans to meet him there after Gandalf goes to Isengard to meet the head of his order, Saruman. Saruman reveals that the Nazgul, or Ring Wraiths, have left Mordor to capture the ring and kill whoever carries it. Having already turned to Sauron's cause, he then imprisons Gandalf atop Orthanc. Frodo and Sam are soon joined by fellow hobbits Merry and Pippin. After encountering a ring wraith on the road, they manage to reach Bree, and there they meet a man called Strider, who agrees to lead them to Rivendell. They agree only because Gandalf isn't there to guide them. After some traveling, they spend the night on the hill of Weathertop, where they are attacked by the Nazgul at night. Strider fights off the ring wraiths, but Frodo is grievously wounded with a Morgul blade, and they must quickly get him to Rivendell for healing. While chased by the Nazgul, Frodo is taken by the elf Arwen, also Strider's beloved, to the elvish haven of Rivendell, and healed by her father, Elrond. In Rivendell, Frodo meets Gandalf, who explains why he didn't meet them at Bree as planned. In the meantime, there are many meetings between various peoples, and Elrond calls a council to decide what should be done with the ring. The ring can only be destroyed by throwing it into the fires, that is, lava, of Mount Doom, where it was forged. Mount Doom is located in Mordor, near Sauron's fortress of Barad-dûr, and will be an incredibly dangerous journey. Frodo volunteers to take the ring to Mount Doom, as all the others argue about who should or shouldn't take it. He is accompanied by his hobbit friends and Gandalf, as well as Strider, who is revealed to be Aragorn, the rightful heir to the throne of Gondor. Bilbo, now living in Rivendell, gives Frodo his sword, Sting, and a chainmail shirt made of mithril. Also traveling with them are the elf Legolas, the dwarf Gimli, and Boromir, the son of the steward of Gondor. Together they comprise the Fellowship of the Ring. The Fellowship set out and try to pass the mountain Caradhras, but they are stopped by Saruman's wizardry. They are forced to travel under the mountain through the mines of Moria, where a tentacled water beast blocks off the entrance with the Fellowship inside, giving them no choice but to journey to the exit on the other end. After journeying partway through the mines, Pippin accidentally gives away their presents to a band of orcs. The Fellowship then encounter a Balrog. Durin's Bane is a Balrog residing within the mines, an ancient demon of fire and shadow at the bridge of Khazad-dûm. While the others escape, Gandalf fends off the Balrog and casts it into a vast chasm, but the Balrog drags Gandalf down into the darkness with him. The group flees to the elvish realm of Lothlorien, where they are sheltered by its rulers, Galadriel and her husband Celeborn. Galadriel privately informs Frodo that only he can complete the quest and that one of the Fellowship will try to take the ring. She also shows him a vision of the future in which Sauron succeeds in enslaving Middle-earth, including the Shire. Meanwhile, Saruman creates an army of Uruk-hai in Isengard to find and kill the Fellowship. After resting, they decide to travel on the river Anduin towards Parthgalen. Before they leave, Galadriel gives Frodo the Phial of Galadriel. After landing at Parthgalen, Boromir tries to take the ring from Frodo, who manages to escape by putting the ring on his finger and vanishing. Knowing that the ring's temptation will be too strong for the Fellowship, Frodo decides to leave them and go to Mordor alone. Meanwhile, the rest of the Fellowship are attacked by Uruk-hai. Merry and Pippin, realizing that Frodo is leaving, distract the orcs, allowing Frodo to escape. Boromir rushes to the aid of the two hobbits but is mortally wounded by the orc commander Lurtz, and Merry and Pippin are captured. Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli find Boromir, who regrets attempting to steal the ring and dies. Fearing the ring will corrupt his friends, Frodo decides to travel to Mordor alone, but allows Sam to come along, recalling his promise to Gandalf to look after him. As Aragorn, Legolas, and Gimli set out to rescue Merry and Pippin, Frodo and Sam make their way down the pass of Emyn Muil, journeying on to Mordor. Our dearest friends, what do you think of the first part of this movie? Let us know in the comments. Are you waiting for the second part? Don't forget to like and subscribe to be part of our family. See you in the next video. Until we meet again.